Hello to whoever comes across this video. My name is Wilson. I guess I'm just using this video to kind of let out my thought process and to just talk for a little bit about what's going on in the world. It's pretty crazy nowadays, especially 2020. I'm sure a lot of people can agree with that. The topic is about Black Lives Matter. Very important. Starting with the video that surfaced about George Floyd, how he was brutally murdered. There is like multiple footage of where George Floyd was pinned down, supposedly arrested, and just killed in cold blood by these 4 police officers in Minneapolis. It's a cruel world we live in. That's a fact. And I feel like it's always been. We learn a lot about racial discrimination and injustices in our society for many, many years, hundreds of years, back in like with slavery and so forth. Got the civil rights movement. Just a lot has happened in history. And when I saw the video, it was horrific. Like, I can't believe that happened. Like, I know that happens every day, but this was like, all of these type of events could be preventable. The world definitely needs to change. I felt very upset, emotional. I don't even want to name the police officer, but can't believe he just kept his knee over George Floyd's neck, He was pleading for air and that he couldn't breathe. He even asked for cried out for his mom at one point. Man, nothing was done. Like, thankfully people recorded the incident, or else this would have been kept in the dark, like I'm sure hundreds of other cases. I just wish something could have happened differently and he could have lived. Like, I'm sure people were afraid to try to intervene because, those police officers could have discharged their weapons or done something to hurt them and put people in harm's way. So for George Floyd, rest in peace, rest in power. It sparked a huge movement within the whole world, which is a good thing, that people are coming together to represent and stand for something they believe in. Black Lives Matters. It really does. There needs to be justice for George Floyd, and not only him, but for many other Black Americans in our society in the US, A lot of things that are even unheard of has happened. Many, many cruel things has happened. I'm probably just explaining what people already know, but in a way I'm just trying to show my support. There will be a link in the description to basically share ways you could support this movement, Black Lives Matter. Like, you don't physically have to go in and protest. There are many other ways, whether it's like donating, signing petitions, and so forth, just spreading awareness and just being able to learn from it, and just to know that racism is not it. Shouldn't have that in this world, but people are different, It's just how it is, but at least people are coming together to make a difference. In this case, with the police officers, justice needs to be served. They need to be held accountable, that's for sure. There are so many instances of where Black people are just being mistreated just because of the color of their skin, and it's not right. It's truly wrong and hurtful, and this has led a very negative impact towards the whole country, whole world included. There comes a time when silence is betrayal, a quote said by Martin Luther King Jr. I feel like this is very important, how people are protesting and they're speaking up for Black Lives Matters, the movement, and they just want equality and they just want to live in peace, No one is defined by the color of their skin. People need to speak up and just spread awareness and come together, support each other as human beings. Seriously, no justice, no peace. The police need to be policed. They need to change their ways. They can't just use police brutality and lethal force. Can't just be shooting at people for no particular reason, just because their emotions get the best of them or anything. They need better judgment, better training. The system just needs to be adjusted. I'm not one to say exactly how it should be done, but I do support those who say that there is no justice and there is no peace until things are done right. This is the best way to go at it. Peaceful protesting. You don't want to encourage violence in any way. There's a lot of looting and property being destroyed. Other people's lives are being ruined because people are just doing things for themselves, for selfish reasons. A lot of people are forgetting that this purpose is for Black Lives Matter. Peaceful protest. You can't forget about George Floyd and the others. Just don't do things for yourself. Do it for the overall cause, the main cause. Ahmaud Arbery, February 23rd. We also have Breonna Taylor, March 13th. And we have the recent George Floyd incident taking place on May 25th. We need justice for all of these individuals. Ahmaud Arbery was chased down and killed by two white supremacists or two white individuals for no reason. He was just jogging. For Breonna Taylor, the police basically barged into her home and killed her using a drug warrant, but they had the wrong person. They weren't at the right place, and she lost her life because of this. It's so wrong in many ways. And then the recent George Floyd died from lack of air. I don't know the correct term, asphyxiation, but they basically squeezed the life out of him, putting pressure on his back and his neck at the same time. I have a quote from MLK again. This is a quote that I really liked. It says, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" Yeah, so this is from MLK. I like this quote because it shows that, for me, you don't have to be Black to be involved in this movement. You could always help in some way, which is why I have a link down in the description below. Yeah, you should share the news, spread to others, and let everyone know what's going on. Stay woke. Just want all the Black Americans and those around the world to know that the world is behind you and will support you through this, and will support you forever. I'm sure most people would, because there's a lot of good in the world. The meaning of this video is Black Lives Matter. That's what I stand for today and what I always will. I believe it 100% with all my heart. I support Black lives, and you should too. Hope the world changes for the better. Yeah, have a great day. Take care. Peace out.